Hey guys, welcome to another episode of T Sadiqi's podcast. And today I know I say this all the time, but today I got a really very special guest today.
Good looking one as well.
Good looking one as well. I was looking forward to this one because I think this one's going to be a really good one. So yeah, I don't even think you need any introduction. Everyone knows.
Big Lew from Battersea.
Everyone knows who you are.
I
Crazy.
know.
I was the only one that didn't until recently. When I found you, I was like, this guy is jokes, so funny. But yeah, thank you for agreeing to come to do the podcast. And usually when I start podcasts, I always like to start from the beginning. So I always like to go
start from the end, innit?
yeah, it helps.
It does help.
So I thought we'll start from like maybe your childhood and stuff, like what ends you from, what it was like growing up.
Yeah, so I'm from South London, Battersea, South London, Wandsworth Road. It's like in between like Stockwell and Battersea, my little estate. And I had a pretty decent childhood growing up. Went primary school was absolutely half all right. And you know, on the way up here, I was fuming because I remember saying, obviously I'm called Lewis, and people used to call me Louis in primary school. And
That's why I call you Louis.
yeah, but that started a lot of fights in primary school because people used to call me Pooey Louie, innit? In primary school. And that used to start bare fights. Timber, that was you, bruv. Me and Timber used to have fights over that. He used to call me Pooey Louie. So now it's just Lou, innit?
Why did they used to call you Pooey Louis?
Because he knows it used to wind me up.
Oh, okay.
It's the proper wind me up.
Okay.
But yeah, I had a good upbringing. Both parents. Dad was in and out of prison majority of my life. But I still say he's a good dad. Like, I've never gone without. Dad's always got me everything I ever needed. Birthdays, Christmases.
Yeah, your dad seems cool.
Even all now. Like, I'm 37 years old and Dad's still, Lou, do you need anything, mate?
Oh.
Like, he's still there. He's home now as well. Got his parole. So he's doing well. Grew up with two brothers. One younger, one older. Shout out to Alf.
I saw one of your podcasts where you mentioned your dad. And I think you said, was he one of the Hatton Garden?
No, so my dad went away for the Hatton Gardens. He done it back in the 80s.
So nothing to do with Kenny Collins? And
No, nothing. I met him not so long ago, actually, with Kevin Lane.
Yeah, that's who I met him with.
Yeah,
Kevin
I met him with
well.
Kevin Lane not so long ago. But no, my dad got nicked for Hattons back in like the 80s or something like that.
Okay.
I think he got like a 7-year prison sentence for that.
Okay.
But after that, he's just getting like 10s and 12s and 15s for like armed robberies.
Wow. So he was probably missing for quite a bit of your life. Right?
Yeah, so like I'm 37. He's done well over 20 years of that in prison.
Wow.
Like, he's built for jail though. Like, he was actually my Cody on one of my cases.
That's crazy.
And like he done 11 years on his last sentence. And I've never heard my dad moan once about being in prison. He used to walk down on free flow, big smile on his face. What's happening, lads? Like he fits in perfect in there. And he's come home. He's like, I don't know what to fucking do. But Dad's good stuff. Just stay home, please, Dad.
And what was that like being in jail with your dad?
Oh, it's two jokes. He got me into a good routine because he wakes up early, like 5:30, 6 in the morning, whereas I used to enjoy my sleep. And we was cellmates as well for a year. So what he'd do, he'd get up at like 5:30, 6 in the morning, put the kettle on, knowing I'm asleep. You remember, the beds are close together, you know. Dad would put the kettle on, I can hear the kettle going, and he had a metal spoon. Obviously, you're not allowed metal spoons in that in jar. But he would get it and he will whack it around his cup. Lou, do you want a cup of tea, mate? Knowing fair well it's going to wake me up. I used to be
on purpose to get you up.
I used to be so angry, but it got me into a good routine. Jokes. Everyone loved my dad in jail.
Yeah, I see a couple of videos of you and him on Instagram. He's proper banter, aren't he?
All the time.
Would you say that's where you get it from?
Yeah, I'm very similar to my dad, like banter-wise, but I think I'm emotionally like my mum.
Okay.
I'm right in between.
Yeah, I see you on video that you did with your mum, and he was like, Mum, the police have got me.
And she laid on the floor.
Yeah, she laid on the floor. I was thinking, yeah.
Hey, do you know what, Tito? I put my mum through so much hell though, man.
I can imagine.
You know, like in and out of prison, getting the house raided all the time. And it was non-stop. There was one year where it got raided like 3 or 4 times that year, and it was taking its toll on my mum, but I didn't really realise until I come out on this sentence from doing so long. Like, she went to a mental hospital. You know when they juice you up when you're on medication and that, when you're at these hospitals and that?
Yeah.
She come out, put loads of weight on. I used to visit her in hospital and that as well. And she just mentally wasn't there. I'd be like, Mum, you're right. And she'd be like, yeah. She's all good now, as you can see from Instagram. She's
Yeah.
just, she would do anything for me. I'd be like, Mum, I need you to do this. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go now. She's just fully loves and supports us, but it just breaks my heart knowing what I put her through growing up.
I think now maybe because you're older and you got kids of your own and stuff.
Yeah, so I need to
You
break.
understand?
Yeah, I understand it a whole lot more on having a daughter myself now.
Yeah, have you only got one child?
I've got my daughter's, yeah, she's going to be 13 in June, and I've got one on the way.
Yeah, because I see a scan picture or something on your Instagram.
Yeah, I've got another little girl on the way, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Aw.
Another little girl en route.
Okay, so, are you still living in the same area now? Or?
Battersea.
Yeah.
No, I'm in and out. Obviously, my daughter's still down there, so I'll go down there as much as I can to go and visit her. But apart from that, I'm living somewhere else at the minute.
Okay.
But I'm still down there a couple times a week to go and check on her.
Aw.
I still see all my friends that want to go around there. Still say hello to everyone. Yo, what's happening? But some of the boys are still doing the same thing, and they get it. They see where I'm trying to go now, so they don't really phone me. Oh, Lew, you coming here tonight? Because they know I'm going to say no. Do you know what I mean? But they respect what I'm trying to do. Say this, all leave me to it now.
I see
still
that
love
he's
them
on
all.
banged up as well. Was you
Banged up.
with Kevin?
Yeah, banged up with Kevin Lane was on Channel 4. I fully enjoyed that. And you know what though? I think they didn't have enough episodes though. They only had 4 episodes, and I've got cut out so much of it.
Yeah, because I didn't see you a lot in it.
So I've got a couple little cameos. At the beginning, I was talking to Ricky from EastEnders because I was actually banged up with Ricky for 2 days in my soul.
Okay.
And Ricky, I love him. Like, he's a good, proper, nice bloke, and he's similar to me. He's got a similar upbringing to me, and that his brothers are armed robbers and that as well. But being banged up with him, he couldn't ride his bang up. It's for TV, yeah. And this guy, it'd be 8 a.m. Ricky's at the cell flat. God, are we opening up? I'm like, it's 2 minutes to 8. Rick, they're gonna open us up at 8. He's like, are they though? 1 minute past 8 come. He's at the flap again on the buzzer. He could not ride his bang up. It's only doing 10 days.
I think they put that part in, innit?
They put a little bit of it in it. I spoke to him for about 30 seconds, but like I said, I was in there for 2 days with him, and they didn't air it. And there was loads of other conversations I had with some of the other celebrities. But when I spoke to like the Channel 4 producers, they was like, just do prison how you would normally do prison. If you know me, if you've been into prison with me, I'm a very quiet person. I'm humble. I get on with everyone. And I'm not very loud.
That's probably what it was. They want drama.
They want entertainment. I don't bring entertainment in jail. I do my bird and I go home.
Yeah.
So it makes me laugh when I read comments and that on like Instagram or YouTube. Be like, I was in jail with this shoot, but he weren't on nothing. I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to be on in jail? What do you want me to be on? I'm trying to do my bit of bird and go home. Don't know what you're on. I'm trying to go home.
Yeah.
So I've got to stop looking at these comments though, because sometimes I thought I need to go and fucking prove a point. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to. I'm not going to let no one draw me out. If you know me, you know me. If you're in prison, you've got to try and make your time as easy as possible. And that goes for everyone who's around us. We got to help each other out. And I don't like bullying. I used to hate it when people used to go in other people's cells and rob them. I actually saved some fella. He was tied up in his... I shouldn't laugh, but he got tied up in his cell.
Shit.
Yeah, he's lucky I walked in at the right time, because I half knew one of these guys he used to run for. So I sort of de-escalated that situation. But do you know what I mean? People are just there to do their bit of bird and go home, man. Then you got people smoking spice. To be honest, I don't smoke, but I used to make prison hooch.
Okay, that's what Kevin used to do.
Kevin Lane, his drink is the bollocks, mate. I promise you. On that Channel 4 program, Banged Up, he really did make that, and he saw. And the drink was powers. It knocked all of us out. And Ricky from EastEnders, I think he likes a good old drink when he's out and about. He come knocking at my cell door about 11 at night. Lew, you got any more hooch in there? I'm like, Rick, fuck off, man. I'm sleeping. Taking a fucking piss.
You first met Kev, was it in
I knew
Banged
of Kev before that program. So when I didn't know him like to say hello to or nothing. I just knew who he was anyway. So when I see him, it's nice to actually be introduced and say hello. And we actually proper got on. Like, he's one of the boys and someone I look up to as well.
He's proper cool, Kev.
He does his bird like me. Gets a bit angry, but he's actually all right. I thought I was going to get a lot more out of that show, you know. Like, I really did. I went on there with high hopes thinking, do you know what, after I do this, I'm going to get a lot of other people coming to contact me saying, Lew, do you want to take part in this? Because I would love to get involved with things like SAS Who Dares Wins.
Okay.
One of them programs, even something like Big Brother, but I don't know if they take like ex-offenders on these sort of programs and that. I would love to be on one of them old films like Lock, Stock
You
or
could.
Essex
Why not?
Boys.
You could. You got like, you're funny. You got like a TV personality. I think what it was, obviously, with that program, they just want to see like
They just wanted the entertainment, drama.
entertainment. So you probably people didn't get to see enough of you. But you do have a TV personality and you're funny, So,
I hope so.
you're funny. Like, I can sit down and watch a whole 3-4 hours of a podcast with you on it.
I've not even watched one.
How
I can't watch one. I start cringing. As soon as I hear myself talking, I'm like, oh, especially when people tag me and post like, oh, please, I don't even want to repost this, man.
You know what, actually? I used to be like that. When I first started music and I used to put my music videos out or watch it, when the editor would send it to me, the director would be like, here's the video. As soon as I see it, I'd just switch off. Don't even want to watch it because it was cringy watching myself back. But then after a while, I got used to it. So maybe after a while, you might get used to it.
I watched one of your music videos yesterday because I was thinking this woman is actually ready for war. I was watching the videos like she is actually on it. I have no idea what you lot were saying because it was in like another language.
Probably Bando,
but it sounded
Bando
sick.
video.
So I was like, oh, shit, she's on it. That was good. It was good. I wish I could do music, man. Like I wish I could actually rap. But
Have you ever tried?
Yeah, I was really shit. I used to love like garage and funky house. So like all of my friends like rap and used to do music, and I tried, and I was just proper shit, man. So
At least you're honest.
The things I've got all the stories there to put in there because there's some real stories, but I think it's gonna sound proper shit if I don't know it.
So do you think maybe you're good at writing though, just not rapping? Because you could go.
I'm just shit at both. I'm just gonna leave that to all the boys. They can do all of that. I'm just hoping to get into some movies and some like series or something,
So do you reckon you're good at acting then?
As long as I get to play myself.
Yeah.
I'm not playing a rent boy.
Yeah.
Like yeah, let me play myself. Like I could be a drug dealer or like an armed robber. I reckon I could play a nitty as well, I reckon I could play a good crackhead. What I might start doing, I might just start putting the camera there in my room and just like practice some little scenes in it myself. What do you reckon? Would that help?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
Why not?
But I did talk to Terry Stone, if you know who that is. He's the he does like the Essex Boys franchise, Rise of the Foot Soldier, and that.
Oh yeah.
So I spoke to him, and hopefully something good comes out of that.
Yeah, I could see you in something like that.
You just never know who's watching these things. I'm just hoping someone just looks and thinks, do you know what, I can actually use this guy in something, or let me pick his brain. I might be able to work with him on this script.
I could actually see you doing something like that.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Do you know what? I'd love to do something like that. I'd love to do something like Teresa Mendoza, Queen of the South.
Yeah.
But like a UK version. I'd love to do something like that.
You can make it happen.
Yeah.
Right? It's down to yourself as well. You got to put yourself out there.
You need a nice budget as well, though. See, like if you have a nice budget, you could do all that yourself.
I've got so much good little ideas and that, and I know they would work. Even with me writing my book, I started writing a book, and now I got the not so long ago because it wasn't going my way. I was writing, this is fucking stupid because I don't know what past tense and new tense is, and when I'm telling the story from back in the day. Someone said, oh, Lew, you got to do it as old tense or something so they know.
No, but what you should do, just like write, and then you get, because this is what a lot of people that write books do. They just write, and then you get the person who's going to actually edit and compose it for you. They'll be the ones who put everything in the places that it should be.
Yeah.
Because that's what most people do. Most people that write books, they don't do all of that themselves.
I've got all the stories there. So if someone is watching and you feel you can help me write my book, get in contact with me, please. Give me a shout or shout T for me.
Definitely. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, because I've got loads of untold stories. Like, obviously, I've done a few podcasts already, but I've only told 50% of my life on them.
Okay.
Because I'm saving the other 50 for a book.
That's
and
good.
The other stories what I've saved are a lot more interesting than the stories what I give.
That's smart, because a lot of people just give everything, and then their story gets boring after a while. People get tired.
It gets boring. A lot of people's, there's that stupid white guy telling that same story again. Oh, his brother's been shot 5 times. Like, shit and laugh. But
you know what? Yeah. Have you ever considered or thought about being a comedian?
No, because I'd be standing there and everyone would be looking at this white twat. What's he doing?
No, you're actually naturally quite funny,
I don't know. I'll be honest, I did think about it. I did mention it to someone and they said don't do it.
No, you know what? It's hard to make me laugh, and you make me laugh.
I don't know. You just got maybe just got to give me a stage or something and just
Yeah, I
put
think
me
we
out
should
there.
try it out, you know. We should try. Maybe I should manage you. Maybe we should try it out, see how it
Yeah,
goes.
I feel I need some sort of management, some sort of guidance. I say, Lou, you got to turn up here on this day. This is what's going on. Just turn up. Just do what you do.
You're punctual, though. I'll give you that.
What's that? I don't even know what punctual means.
On time.
Do you know what? I have to be.
Professional
There's a
on
reason why I'm on time for everything. Because when I used to do robberies, and I know when I knew certain safes and that'd be open at certain times and they're on timers, or vans would be turning up at 10 o'clock, so I know I need to be there at least 20 minutes beforehand. It's made me very punctual, like you just said.
You see, that could go in a comedy, you know. Imagine going for a job interview and they say to you, oh, thank you for arriving early. You're very punctual. And then you say, yeah.
Do you know what? Fuck job interviews as well, man. No, do you know what? Don't fuck them, actually. See job interviews. The only reason I say that, I went for a job interview at Asda's when I was younger.
What happened?
I didn't get the fucking job, man. Like, imagine there's 8 of us. And there's like 6 spaces available to work in Asda's. I've left school. I thought, my dad's just gone jail, by the way. So I thought, let me just try it. Gone for an interview at Asda's. I thought I was looking smart as well. I had a pair of wallabies on, some boot cut and black jeans on. I looked a mess when I look back now. Anyway, turned up on my little 50cc Gilera. And they put us in some little team building thing. And we had to make like an Asda uniform using carrier bags. And there, like I said, there were 6 spaces. And I was one of the 2 that didn't get a job at Asda's. And it put me off trying to apply for a job ever again. I was so embarrassed.
You never ever applied for a job again? I went to a job interview after that?
No, I haven't. I've done 2 days removals before. And I fucked that off and I didn't even pick up my pay slip. It's well tiring though, man, lifting all them cabinets. I thought, this ain't the one, man. This ain't the one. So I just got back into selling drugs. Like, it's not like I did try it. And because the money was so good, I was only selling cannabis. It's not like I was selling hard food or nothing. I was just selling cannabis. And I used to do so well from it. I used to make all my friends who were selling hard food, my line was just doing just as much as what they was getting. And I'm selling cannabis. Like a box a week in drawers.
Yeah, because your phone's popping off.
Like £10 and £20 drawers. Like, I used to go mad. And because I didn't do Zeds and that back then, people would come and be like, oh, Lou, you got 5 8 balls there. I'd be like, yeah, because they know I don't do Zeds. And back then, this is like going back to like 2001. And it was about 32 for a box back then. I used to do very well from it. But I got bored, man. I got bored because I looked up to my dad, and dad's an armed robber. All my mates on the estate love my dad. I thought I'm gonna start doing some licks and that. So yeah, I got into doing cash in transits.
What was that like doing your first one? That adrenaline must have been pumping.
Got bagged.
On your first one?
Nah, I don't get. I've done okay, but obviously I can talk about ones. The one I got nicked for when I was like 18.
Okay.
Oh man, so me, my pal Ian, shout out Ian, man. This guy's forever smiling. Whatever court case, I've been on some very big trials with this guy, and Ian has forever got a smile on his face. There was one time he was looking at a 30-year sentence, and he's just got a big smile on his face. I'm like, bruv, what the fuck are you smiling about, bruv? Like, I'm trying to go home and you're just here laughing. Anyway, that's the case. That's for the book, that one anyway. But we was doing a cash in transit in Streatham. There's filling up a cash machine. 2005. And this is when...
So is this going to be your first lick now?
Yeah, this is like the first one what I got nicked for.
Was there any planned? Like, was there any planning?
There was a bit of planning in this one.
Okay.
Didn't go to plan, but there was a bit of planning to it. So imagine, yeah, they're filling up the cash machine. So I said to Ian, let's go now, yeah, running to the train station. We took the cassette off the guard. But as we looked up, there's like 20-year-old Bill already in there with firearms. That train station was on high alert for some terrorism thing. Do you remember the London tube bombings and bus bombings what was going off?
Yeah.
05.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the train stations around London were on high alert. I didn't think there was going to be at this one, but I've already grabbed the box and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Ian, we got to go. Started running now. Loads of them running behind. We've thrown the cassette back at the police. We've actually got away from them. And in Streatham, there's a little club there called Caesars on the high street. So we was parked at the back of Caesars. Got back to the car. My driver weren't in the car. And he's the one who told me, oh, Lou, bring me in, man. I need to make some money. Got back to me and Ian got there. He's not in the car. He's on the other side of the road having a piss. We didn't have time to wait for him to come back over because the police are still on foot chasing us. We got away from the police up this road now. And I'm telling my driver, come now, come and get us now. But the police can see me doing this. But as I'm doing this, a bull van's pulled up behind me and Ian. I'm like, yeah. I looked at Ian and was like, yeah, we're going guilty. we're going to go guilty on this one, yeah, mate. But do you know what? Because it looked so unplanned and so unprofessional, I only got 3 years. So I got 3 years, do 18 months. Went to Feltham, done all the young offenders, Feltham, Portland, Rochester. And then I come back home again. But I was always known as Little Lew growing up because I was always skinny and I had a long neck. I still got a long neck like my dad who got long necks. But while I was away, I was training and I come out hench. I went to prison, I think it was about 11 stone or something, but I come out 15 stone. And I didn't really have many visits. So when I come out, my mum and that see me, they're like, what's happened to my Little Lew? And all my friends were like, no, big Lew. They're doing all of this. I'm looking a bit slim now. I've got a bit of an injury, but I was massive at one point. Big Lew. And I used to cringe a little bit. I'd rather everyone just call me Lew or Lewis. Do you know what I mean? I don't like nicknames.
Alright, I'm not going to call you Lew no more, yeah?
Yeah, because my friends gave me a shit nickname back in the day, man. You know when I said I wanted to be like an MC or something?
Yeah.
Do you know what they called me?
What?
Pins.
Pins?
Yeah, P-I-N-Z. Pins.
What?
Because I broke my hand, yeah, and I had 2 pins coming through here. Fucking dickhead friend said, yeah, man, call you Pins. And I was like, at the time it sounded good, innit? But it was proper shit, innit?
Oh, you liked it at the time?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I did, but now I realised
MC Pins.
they was mugging me off, weren't they? And then, yeah, from that it went to Iron Man because I started training. Then, like, all my friends from, like, Stockport and that call me Iron.
I see some, you was quite
I was in
big,
jail.
innit?
In jail on the last one, I went up to, like, 16.5 stone. I was massive, didn't stop eating and training. But my other friends from, like, G Street and that, they call me Iron. And the ones from, like, Wandsworth Road and Patmore and Hemans and that, they just call me Big Lew. But now it's just Lew because I'm, like, medium Lew at the minute, innit?
You're alright.
I'm alright, I suppose.
Yeah,
I'm healthy.
Right. You're getting back into the gym.
Getting back into it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I lasted 6 weeks. So I've come home after that 18 months and I got back into selling weed straight away, man. I was broke, man. I needed to start selling weed again. So I bought a box of food again, banged out in drawers. But I was doing it from my house. So I had like a gate, then my door, then another gate.
Okay.
I was on surveillance, not to know. My friend at the time, Scully, he's come to buy a tuna Q off me. Anyway, I've put my hand through the gate to give him the bits. He's gave me the money. Anyway, all good. Shut the door. He's gone. But I didn't know. He got stopped around the corner, literally 30 seconds from my house. My uncle's phoned me. Said, Lew, your little pal's been stopped outside the house getting searched. I knew they were going to find drugs. And I thought they must have just seen that happen. Anyway, locked the phone off, filled up the duffel bags, out the back door, gone. Walked back to my house. My house is being raided about an hour later because obviously they got to run it through to get it cleared to be able to search the house. Didn't find nothing apart from, you know, like the sealed bags with boxes of food come in, just empty ones.
Oh, yeah.
But I was on license, wasn't I? I was on license, so I got nicked. And plus they got pictures of me passing the grub. They gave me 10 months in prison for the two and a Q to run concurrent with my license. But while I was away on that one, I got nicked for an even bigger charge, which I'm going to talk about in the book. I can't go into much detail about it. And I ended up going Belmarsh for a couple of years on that, awaiting trial. Then I come out after that, 2000, when did I come out? 2009, maybe, 10, 9. Come out, trying to get my life back on track. Brother got shot 5 times.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
he got shot 5 because I shouldn't laugh. It's because I've told the story a few times and everyone's like, I'm bored of hearing this story now. But we was walking on Wandsworth Road, walking Gans shop, summer's night. My brother's in these stupid sliders. I swear we used to call them flip-flops back in the day.
Yeah, flip-flops.
So why do they call them sliders now?
I don't know where that came from.
Can't slide in them.
No.
Do you know what I mean? But anyway, someone's turned up, started letting off. My brother's been shot in his Achilles, so it's dropped him. And do you know what? Let me start again. So when this bikes turned up and started shooting at us, my brother started laughing. He was like, "Oh shit!" Like laughing. Like, I'm like, "Oh shit!" They're like, "Pap, pap, pap, pap." But he's been dropped, bang, in his Achilles. My other pals got shot a few times, but everyone's got away now. But I'm at the bottom of the hill hiding. And they've got off the bike and continued to shoot my brother. But I'm already on the phone to the ambulance.
They wanted him dead, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they did because they would have put one in his head. Remember, they got off the bike to continue to shoot him. But if they wanted him dead, they'd have put in his head instead of in his leg and his bum and that. That was a bit lava. Do you know what I mean? So I run back up, covered him up until the ambulance got there, and he just walks with a little limp now. He's just got a little mean bop to him, innit?
Yeah, I see him in one of your. I think it was the documentary you did.
Yeah, so he's changed his life around. He's just trying to be a good dad again, and he just does his paint and decorating stuff now.
Yeah, even when he was telling the story, he was laughing.
He's not well, man. Like, I swear to God, he's not well in the head. Something not right there. So me and him was a little bit different, whereas he used to love selling drugs, right? And I preferred doing robberies. I was taking more after dad. Do you know what I mean?
You're more the adrenaline guy.
Yeah, I used to just enjoy putting things in place. You know, like making sure the bike's there, the car's
The
there.
planning and that.
If I need a second motor, I can leave that one there. I enjoyed that. Because I don't really care for money. I really don't. I don't care about clothes and jewellery, and I really don't. I just enjoyed the buzz. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy treating everyone around me more than myself. I love making people happy. But yeah, I'm out, man, because that last one got me a 17-year sentence.
Damn. 17 years.
Yeah, I know. I thought the judge done me dirty. See, when they stood up and said, "Oh, Mr. Clark, I sentence you," because I got 16 years for the robbery, and then I got an extra year for the money. So when they said, "Mr. Clark, I sentence you to 17 years in prison," I looked behind me. I was like, "Who, me?" Like he made a mistake.
Robbery?
Yeah.
That's what people get for M's and that, murders and that.
Yeah.
He done you dirty.
I thought I was going to get a 10-year sentence being a result, or 12 years being like the worst case scenario. Because before sentencing, you start calculating it out, thinking, I'm going to do so long in this prison, then I'm going to go here, then I'm going to get my DCAT. And when I come back to the jail, and all the boys, "Lew, what'd you get?" And I'm like, "Oh, but I got a mad one, man."
Do you reckon that might have been because
Laughed it
after
off.
a few armed robberies, probably through the
That
book.
was the first one I got nicked for.
That was the first one.
That's the first one. The first one was just robbery.
Okay, and then that was the first armed robbery.
Yeah.
And he hit you with 17.
Yeah.
Did you do the whole 17?
Done 8.5 years. But before that, remember, I was in prison from like 05 to 09 as well. So yeah, I missed out a lot of my 20s. But yeah, we're here today.
Well, did they get possession of the firearm?
No, they didn't find no gun, no money was found, no DNA was found in the car that was used. They didn't even know what colour the armed robber was. They said he was tall and slim with a big bum. I'm not exactly tall, I'm 5'10". But at the time, I was a lump. I was about 16 stone at the time.
Because I was thinking maybe if they found the firearm, it might have made a bit more sense.
Nothing matched up. Nothing matched up to what they were saying. But what got me so long is the guard said I pulled the trigger. When I put the gun to him and I said, like, just drop the money or whatever, he said I pulled the trigger. And then like I looked at the gun to say, like, why didn't you go off, sort of thing, which is a load of bullshit. I'm not going to shoot you for £45,000. Do you know what I mean? Even I gun bucked him. When he didn't give me, I bucked him with the gun about 8 times. And I've knocked all his teeth out, but I didn't know what I've done. When you got adrenaline and you get tunnel vision, you don't realise how much times you've actually hit someone, you know?
Yeah.
I hit him like 6 or 7 times, knocked all his teeth out, and he's fucking knocked out, unconscious. He's fallen on top of the money. You know, like the cassette boxes. He's about 20 stone, this man.
Oh,
He
shit.
was an ex-British powerlifting champion. So I've had to do a deadlift to get him off the money and then get the money and then get back in the car and go. I only realised I knocked his teeth out when I got the statements.
Okay.
And then I remember it come on Judge Rinder's Crime Stories week as well. I'm not sure if you watched it. They've done a reconstruction of the whole robbery. They took the fucking piss though, because they made some little skinny crackhead man play me in the reconstruction. I was like, you don't look nothing like me. I was thinking they could have got someone like Mark Wahlberg or Matt Damon, some like good looking fella. They got some nitty looking man playing me and some fat bloke playing my dad.
What did you do with your dad?
Yeah, that was. But there's another story behind the whole my dad being involved sort of thing, because there's certain things we just had to keep to ourselves. There was some other things going on, and my dad just kind of had to accept certain things. But yeah, he got nicked for it as well. So that's why we was Cody's cellmates, and he got a life sentence because it's his 3rd firearm strike. They had no other option but to give him a life sentence. So he got what did they give him? I think they gave him 9 years life sentence. Do the 9, then you up for parole. He ended up doing 11.5 years out of it. And he's still smiling. Like I was with him yesterday, he's taking a piss and just ripping each other as usual. But do you know what's nice now though? Whereas I never used to get it before. Like my dad actually says "I love you" at the end of a phone call. He says it really quick though. He'd be like, "I love you," and he'd put the phone down. But I know that took a lot for him to say. So I'm like, "I love you too, Dad." Like, see you later. Which is really nice. I think it's brought us really close together, and we're very open with each other. He's more like my big brother though, because he can't tell me off. Do you know what I mean? Like, Dad, you was way worse than what I was. So when my dad used to say, "Oh, Lou, you need to get a job or you need to get a trade," it's hard for me to listen to him when, "Dad, you're not getting a fucking trade. You're not on the fucking scaffolding site, are you?
Yeah.
Why am I going to want to get out on the scaffolding in the cold?"
It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not exactly the role model, is he?
Definitely not, Dad. Oh, he's so funny though. Yeah, like I said, he's more like my big brother.
That's nice though. That's nice when you can have a relationship like that with your dad.
Yeah.
He was probably young, innit, when they had you?
Yeah, so I think he was 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he 6? I think he's 60 now, 61 this year.
Oh.
I just hope he's home now because he gets bored.
I think hopefully like the older he gets, the more he'll calm down.
I bloody hope so. He's active, man. I remember when we was away, it's like, "Lou, that bit of graph's still going to be there when we go." I was like, "On your ones, Dad." Definitely not. But no, I think he's packed it in now. He's on the straight and narrow, hopefully.
Yeah, no, he's packed it in. No.
Big Toes packed it in. He's finished.
He's doing painting and decorating now, isn't he, bro?
My dad, that's my brother who does the painting and decorating. Dad's just chilling now because he's on tag and all of that sort of stuff. Been monitored for like eight months, and then they reassess him.
Yeah, because that's what they do, innit? When you first land road, they surveillance you, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah, because I think you had Dwayne on here as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's my very close friend.
Yeah, he's a proper good brother.
He was my
man,
next door neighbour from when I was a kid.
Really?
He was my next door neighbour.
Yeah,
Him and my dad. That's my dad's like little brother sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, them two love each other, man. I used to visit Dwayne. I went to visit him in Belmarsh, and at this point he had been in solitary for 3 years, so it wasn't a normal visit. We've gone into Belmarsh. I'm thinking I'm going to the visiting hall, and they said no, his visit's over there. They took us to the block, so me and my dad's had a visit with Dwayne, him and Dwayne, with 5 screws standing around us, so it's not like we can have like a proper open conversation.
Yeah.
But just seeing his face when he see me and my dad, it proper lit up, you know, because the love's genuine.
Yeah, he seemed like a proper cool. Like, that was the first time I ever met him, but he seemed like a proper cool brother, like proper cool guy.
Yeah, what did he do? Like calm. 22, 23 years?
I think 27.
I remember when he went away when he was a kid. Obviously, he was 2 doors down from me, and he went away when I was a kid. Come back home and always looked up to him, and he loved our family.
That's mad. The world's small, isn't it?
Yeah, we still see each other today, to this day.
Yeah, he's proper cool. Very articulate,
very
intelligent, humble.
He's a very angry person growing up, though.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I love Dwayne. He's so funny. Yeah, but he's changed his life around, and he wants to do good in this world now.
Yeah, he spreads like a positive message.
Positive, yeah. He did. Did he? Yeah, he come to my birthday actually last year.
Yeah, it was a good interview that I had with him. It was funny as well. He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a proper cool brother.
What was it like having Tommy on here?
Tommy is. I was gonna have him here, but then he had forgotten that he's actually not allowed in London, so we had to cancel it being done here.
Yeah.
And then he arranged for it to be done. I can't remember where it was now. The place. It's not that far though. But he basically arranged for it to be done in another location.
Yeah.
Which I think was really nice of him because he didn't have to do that. And then he basically brought his own cameraman and everything.
Oh, sick.
His own setup, everything. So that was really nice of him to do that. It was actually Kevin who spoke to him for me to get that interview.
No way.
With him.
Yeah, I see
Kevin.
little clips of it. Do you know what's funny? I see Tommy in jail. I was in jail with him. He might not recognise me because when I was in H&P only with him.
Okay.
And they had him on some mad regime. So they kept him on the induction wing. He wasn't allowed out when we was allowed out. And like if he wanted a phone call, they'd take him off the wing all the way down to where the library is to have a separate phone call so no one can get to him. But I was red band at the time, so I could travel around the whole jail and that.
Okay.
And I did go to his door a couple times just to check in. You alright, bro? What's happening, mate? I don't know if he remembers or not because I was big with a skinhead back then.
He probably would remember you.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, why did you do that? How could you sit down with him? But this is the problem. How are you supposed to bring peace to the world or try to resolve issues and problems if we can't even sit down and
The
speak
thing
and
is,
have a
you might have
conversation?
gave him a bit of better understanding of it as well. Also,
I did. I believe I did, and he also opened my eyes.
the bit I remember is, oh, tell me. My life now, I'm on road. I'm by myself more time.
Yeah, the best thing to do is just humble yourself, look after your health, look after your family, your kids, your wife, your mum, if you have any family. Educate yourself, and just keep to yourself. To be honest, that's the best thing to do now. Because now
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's too tricky. It's too crazy out here on the roads, man. Like the youngers don't respect the olders no more.
They don't
Guns
give a
are
shit, man.
accessible everywhere. Stabbings are at like a high rate right now.
I knew all of this gang stuff was dead anyway from when I went jail, and like, you know, like he's robbed his food or he's fucking his baby mum.
Yep.
Like there's loads of situations on our bits when like machines were going missing out the blocks or someone stole someone's food. I think it's all in house. How can we
Yeah.
say we're this gang when we're doing this to each other?
It's demonic.
That's why I've just pulled myself away.
It's demonic because me and Yusuf
out
was
of
actually
it.
having this conversation. He's the one that actually made me see it from that perception. I never looked at it from that perception before.
It's bad. It's all in house.
It's demonic. It's demonic. It's basically demonic activity. Like you're happy that you've just shot someone and killed someone's son or killed someone's dad, or you know, like, or the ego. Who's like got pride and so ego and boastful? The demon. So it's actually demonic activity. That's what it is.
I used to be that sort of ego guy. I could never let things go growing up. You know, like little things like treading on my trainer or something. I even lost a bit of my ear, man. I was in a club and the fella trod on my fucking trainer. You know how it starts?
Yeah, that happened to me as well.
Oh,
I'm
he
so
trod on my
sorry to
trainer
hear.
and we had a fucking fight. In what club is it? Is Exposure in Coliseum years ago. Lost a bit of my ear, but even that, I've learned to let that go. Like I've seen the fella since. Like now, if I see him again, be like, yo, like, not like we need to be friends, but we have that little respect. We're young, and for me, growing up, it wasn't a night out if I didn't have some sort of trouble after. And I'm starting to realize I was actually the troublemaker growing up in these clubs. Fucking
When
hell,
you was young, you
I
thought you was
wondered why my
everyone else.
friends stopped inviting me out and that, man. They're always like, Lou, man, you're always getting like ruining the night for us and that. But now I can go out and enjoy myself. If someone treads on my trainer, or hopefully he does say sorry. Oh, do you know what? I've got a story actually for you. I remember I was in some fucking yardie dance. I was in the smoking it. I don't smoke, but I was in the smoking it with my friends. And say like I spat there, yeah, and there was a yardie man there. He's like, yo, white boy, mind my shoe. And I punched him straight in the face for that. Cause I thought it was a bit racist. He should have said, "Oh, like mind my
shoe."
foot." He said, "White boy, mind my foot," and that. So we had a fight. I had a fight with about 30 Jamaicans. One of them ended up being my pal's uncle. So I've had to apologise, man. But yeah, nah, it's all part of growing up, innit? You learn as you go.
Yeah, shit.
It's mad though. Like a lot. Do you know what else gets on my nerves when people, when black people say white people can't experience racism?
Yeah, no.
I probably experienced the most racism out of all of my friends growing up on my estate.
Yeah, not anyone can
Do you
experience.
know how much of a
racism.
target I was? And I've never ever had a white person try and rob me. Every time someone's tried to rob me, it's always been a black person. So
Well, you've had a few people.
I've had
essentially
loads.
rob you.
Yeah, people used to try and rob me, and it was always a black person. So is that racist? That they're always trying to rob me and not like my black mates? And it's funny. I've got a story because I've got a good friend, very close friend of mine called DL, and I knew of him. He's from like Brixton, like Clapham ways. And him and his friends, when I was about 14 years old, they tried to rob me on Wandsworth Road. About 20 of them come walking across, 20 black kids, and I said to my friend, "Go and get my dad." I gave him I said, "Go," I knew it was about to go down, and they all started trying to they took my 3210. Do you remember the 3210?
Yeah, the Nokia 3210s.
Dickhead. But anyway, my dad's come anyway, lined them all up against the wall and that, and from that, me and him met years later, and we've become very close friends. Like I let that situation go. It's all part of growing up, and now me and Dale are proper good friends. Like he will tell the story a bit better because I'm letting him write a little bit in my book about it.
Okay.
Because the way it went down was a bit nuts. It's a story within itself. But it's what I tell the youngsters watching is you gotta let that ego go. You have to let certain things slide. Like me having my ear bit, I let that go. Otherwise, it can carry on, and I can end up doing something worse to this guy. Then he might do something worse back to me, or one of us go jail for life.
Yeah.
No one really wins.
True.
Just enjoy yourself, lads.
True. That's the best way. That's the best way
Yeah.
to deal with it. True. Yeah, it's crazy. think that you sometimes look back at your like at life when you was younger and think to yourself like, I'm surprised I'm not like dead.
I've had bad near.
Or,
I've been shot at so many times. I don't know
you've been
how.
shot at as well.
Bare time. When my brother got shot 5 times, like they let off at least 20 shots that night because my other pal got hit 5 times as well. I don't know how I managed not to get hit that night. And then another occasion, standing outside a little club near our bits, standing next to the bouncer. The bouncer got shot in his head standing next to me. And then another like 10 shots went through the window. I was like, oh my God, had that situation. I all had to step over his dead body to get back in the club and jump over the bar. And then another occasion on our estate, they done it really good. They crept round the whole of the block and turn up and let off a shotty. My friend still pulls pellets out of his head to this day.
Wow.
So I've nearly been hit a good, I'd say about 5 times.
So you've seen quite a lot growing up.
Yeah, I got stabbed in Reading. Not even in London, I got stabbed in Reading, man. Fighting in the nightclub with the bouncers. And I remember the bouncer, you know, they got them big metal torches. Big metal torch. It's like a fucking, like they use it for a kosh or something. Anyway, he smashed my pal Debo in the head, split his head open. Anyway, we rushed the bouncer, but not realising the bouncer's little brothers are all in the rave as well. So when I got outside, I got into it with them, started fighting with them, and one of them's managed to poke me in my back. I didn't know I got stabbed until I got back in the car, driving to my pal's house. And I was like, oh, someone threw the fucking drink on me, all angry. And I put my hand on my back. It's all blood there. I'm not very good with blood, innit? I was like,
Okay.
I've passed out, gone hospital. Debo's had to get his head stitched up. I've got my back stitched up. I remember being in hospital. I kept passing out and Debo kept slapping me in my face. Wake up, you dickhead. Wake up, you dickhead. He's slapping me in my head. So yeah, I've been through a lot, and I've got a lot of PTSD from it though, because there's bare times I'm just looking behind me, looking to the side, and I've got a really bad habit of looking in people's cars. So if you see me looking into your car, I'm not looking into your car like I want trouble. I'm just making sure I recognise or I don't recognise the face, just in case. Because I've let a lot of things go, but I don't know if other people have.
Yeah.
So I've still got to
You
be
still
on
gotta
point.
Be on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, 'cause some people hold grudges, you know.
People do hold grudges, and if you're still holding a grudge against me, I apologise if I've punched you in your face before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Careful.
It's all part of growing up, but it's been all right the last couple of years since I've been home.
Yeah, you seem like a lot like chilled, and I see you like nature and stuff a lot.
Love nature. That's my thing. Like walking. I love walking through the woods. I love being by myself, my own company. Put my phone on silent. I just go for these long walks. Just lose myself for a bit.
Yeah.
And I've got myself some new earphones now as well, so I can listen to music while I'm walking.
Yeah, 'cause I see you post some stories. You're always in that nice places. They look so nice and just.
Yeah, I love
calm.
it. It's so different to walking through a block of flats on the estate, innit?
Yeah, I think we do need nature, like trees and.
Try, yeah, when you're out. It might sound a bit weird, but just go and hug a tree. Go and
Yeah,
connect
yeah.
with a tree. Just hug it and
Yeah. They're called tree huggers. There's
tree
people that
huggers.
actually
I
do
wouldn't
that.
say I'm a tree hugger, yeah, but when I'm out, I do like put my hands on the tree, like, because you can actually feel its energy, you know. Do
Yeah.
you know how deep them roots run? Like when you just try it.
I was just saying
Enjoy
that
that.
actually. I think it was in the. I don't know if it was with Justo or Monster Mars, but I was saying that there was like some like at times in my life where I was like hitting rock bottom and I was like really depressed, like on the verge of like mental breakdowns and stuff. And I used to, not now obviously, now I'm alright, but
You with it,
I
yeah?
used to have, yeah, I'm with it now, but I used to have these urges for some reason
To do what?
to hug trees. And I used to think, am I losing it or something?
No, you're
Am
not
I,
even
like,
losing it, you know.
yeah, I think, why do I want to go outside and hug a tree? And then I started like Googling it because I was thinking I'm going to end up in St. Charles Mental Home or something. And then when I Googled it, it was that basically,
It's a
that's how,
thing.
yeah, I found out about tree huggers and how good it is for you. And it's mad that I naturally felt that without anyone telling me about it. I just
You can
naturally
really
felt like
connect.
hugging
Because
a tree.
when we first was put on this earth, we didn't have socks, we didn't have trainers. Like, our feet was connecting to the earth and that. And that's
Yeah.
where we was getting our energy and that from. Now we got blimmin' rubber soles and that, ain't we?
Yep. And
So,
we're
so we can't power up and that.
always in like concrete and buildings, and so we're not exactly in our right environment. You know, we should be around like trees and flowers, plants.
Yeah.
You know, having nice clear sky. We've got so much chemicals and pollution, which is I think is affecting us as well.
And especially drinking tap water and that, you know.
Yeah, I don't drink.
God knows what they're putting in that water.
Yeah, I was reading in the newspaper the other day. There was something about, I can't remember exactly what it said, but 80% of this certain chemical, which they said triggers cancer, amongst other health issues. And I thought to myself, you know what? Thank God I don't drink tap water.
Yeah.
I haven't drank tap water for years.
I'll be honest, when I was in jail, I was drinking bare tap water.
Government juice.
Government juice, yeah.
It's not until I watched Dr. Sebi that I learned about alkaline and pH levels and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very, very important, like what you eat and what you drink and stuff. But a lot of people, I think people are starting to become woke now though, where before a lot of people were asleep. They wasn't like, we just used to follow the government blindly, just thinking that they was, you know.
We used to just follow their guidelines all the time.
Yeah, we used to think the government know best, but it's.
Yeah, I felt like they were slowing us down mentally, you know.
Yeah.
But now I eat a lot healthier. I feel like a lot more like woke, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. That me, I only eat fruit and vegetables. I don't eat no meat anymore, no chicken.
Oh, I have to eat meat, man.
I don't. I stopped. You know, I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating.
Do you feel better for it though?
Yeah, much better for it. Much better for it. Because at one point my health was deteriorating so much. I kept thinking I had cancer. I kept thinking I was gonna die. I felt like really heavy. I felt really like depressed. And even though I was going gym and stuff, it was helping. But because the diet wasn't on point, I was still affected by it. So then I started researching. That's when I found Dr. Sebi, and I started researching about foods and water and alkaline pH levels, all this stuff. There was one documentary called "Let Food Be Thy Medicine." That's where I got a lot of knowledge from. And then I started thinking, do you know what? I'm gonna come off the meat and the chicken. And it was so hard for me at the beginning because obviously I'm North African, I'm Moroccan, so everything we eat is chicken, meat, bread. It's like, it was hard. I couldn't have a meal if I didn't have a piece of chicken on it or
meat. Some meat, some sort of protein on there. So what do you do for your protein then?
I just eat like nuts and stuff like that. Nuts, fruits, vegetables. I love like broccoli. And then I was pescatarian for a while, having fish and that as well.
That was our main diet in prison, was fish, mackerel, tuna, couscous. Cause I remember I used to eat like 2 bowls of porridge in jail. 2 bowls of porridge a day with nuts, peanut butter, banana. Then I'll have like 3 tins of tuna with couscous. And like one of the boys might cook a mackerel or something. I went up to like 16 stone. I was massive in jail. Like I used to win all the gym competitions and that in there. But do you know what? I used to eat pretty healthy though. Even when I used to eat baked beans, I used to get the beans and I used to rinse all the sauce off.
Oh, okay.
Under the cold water and just eat the beans by themselves.
What was that like?
Oh, that's just pretty cold, isn't it? I used to eat
tasteless as well.
tasteless beans. I used to, mate. I just love dry food. Like,
okay, so
like no sauces and I just eat dry food.
Okay.
But yeah, I was in good shape though.
Yeah, I see some videos of you, some pictures. You're huge, mashallah.
Hopefully you get back there. Because I want to get into influencer fighting, boxing.
Oh, you know, that's what I want to do, you know?
I had a phone call yesterday, so...
That's what I want to do. I was going to do that before Kevin went in. I was going to get him to train me up. And then I was going to, you know, like Misfits boxing?
I would love to be involved with something like Misfits. Imagine like ex-arm robber calls out so-and-so for an influencer fight. So I just want to try and keep building up my platform. And like I said, I had a phone call yesterday.
I actually messaged him yesterday. That's mad.
Who, Misfits?
Yeah, I messaged him yesterday saying that I wanted to do a boxing match.
Cause I used to do like white collar fighting before I went jail. Back in like when I first come out of Belmarsh, like 2, 10 or 11. I've only had two or 3 fights. And I'll be honest, I'm not even very good at boxing. I'm just good at having a fight. Like I can have a good fight if we have a stand up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I've done boxing as well.
Boxing's so different, though, like.
But boxing is so different. When you get in the ring and you're sparring, you see you got to have fitness, you got to have stamina, you got to have.
That's one thing I've always had. I've always been a very fit person. So when I used to have these white collar fights, I used to rely on my fitness to get me through.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I can throw hands for. It's like they only do like 3 2-minute rounds, don't they? So I can throw hands for that amount of time. I don't know now though. I'm like 38 in a month or so.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna be 40.
And I don't want to get bashed up by a little 20-year-old as well, because I'd be pretty embarrassed.
Do you have anyone in mind that you thinking you'd like to
I'd love to call. I'd call out. I don't know, like any of the Towie boys.
Oh yeah.
Anyone from Towie, or what's his name? Dapper Laughs. Let's call out Dapper Laughs. Hey, Dapper Laughs, what are you saying, mate? Come on about, don't you? That funny.
No.
I really like him, though. That's the thing. I really like Dapper Laughs. He's a proper bloke, and he's always doing really good things on mental health on his Instagram and that.
Okay.
I actually like him, but I'd also like to fight you, mate. So if you're up for that, Dapper Laughs, let's get it cracking, mate.
Yeah, why not? I could actually see you doing that.
Yeah. He's a
thinking
funny
of,
bastard, he is.
I was thinking of Paige Keiki. You know Paige Keiki?
Yes.
Because the only reason why I say Paige Keiki is because she's already done one.
With is it Tennessee?
Yeah, she already done and she won it. So
I thought Tennessee won that, to be fair.
do you think so? I don't think so. No, I think Paige.
I thought she won, man. So
And
is
I
that
was
who you
thinking-
want to call out, Paige Keiki?
Yeah, Paige Keiki.
Oh, you hear
'cause
that?
You know
You're
why?
hearing that here?
You know why? Because she's a little bit of a challenge, and I like a challenge. Obviously, like
Little
I've got
scrappers.
many years on her. Like I'm a bit older than her.
This is what I'm saying. We got to stop
But-
thinking we're like 19 and 20 years old and that, you know?
End up getting
Come
knocked
on, get
out in the
these
ring. That
kids
would be
beat
so
us down on
embarrassing. No, but you know what? It's about the heart. You know, it's about heart. You got heart, and you train up and you get fit and stuff. You it's doable.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
with that other fella, Dapper Laughs, he's around my sort of age as well anyway.
Oh, you're all right then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon I'd bash him up though. Man. You lot have
Match.
heard it here. Let's make this happen. Let's
Yeah, come
start
man.
atting them on
Misfits.
Instagram right now. Misfits at Paige Keiki at Dapper Laughs. Let's make this happen.
Let's go. But yeah, I think that would be sick. Why not? I think, and you know what it is? It's discipline as well. Because if you know you got a match coming up, and obviously no one wants to get knocked out in front of anyone, so you're going to be training. You know what I mean? You're going to be disciplined. You're going to be going to all your training. You're going to be working out. You're going to be trying to, which is good for your health.
I want to do it for a cause as well, though. You know, like if we're calling each other out and we are actually going to fight, I want it to actually
for like a charity. Or,
for like a charity or something.
Yeah.
Also, put a bit of change in my pocket because
Yep.
like my pockets ain't too great at the minute, so
yeah.
make a lot of noise. I'm up for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm up for it.
Yeah.
Like even if you was to lose it, that's just a no. That
I
cannot
can't.
happen.
I'm gonna
man.
become a meme on Instagram.
That
Imagine me
cannot
laid out on the
happen,
floor.
But even if you was to,
No.
but
That is what it is, man.
yeah, you know what I mean.
It is
Even
what
if
it
you
is.
was to, it's just the experience of it, but no, that can't happen though, man.
Because I always feel like I could beat everyone up. This has always been my thing. Like,
Yeah,
I always think
me
I'm
too.
stronger than everyone.
Yeah.
But my dad's always like, Lou, don't underestimate anyone. So I won't.
Like back in the days when you're young and you got that ego, someone just looks at you in the wrong way, and it's like, you can't be having that. You got to do
Can't be
something
having
about
that.
that. Yeah, but
That's
now
all it
it's
starts
just,
with. What are you looking at?
you know how much kickoffs I've got into. Just
And
like
now
that.
I
What are
say, you
looking
know, if I'm walking on road now and I make eye contact with someone, I quickly say, "You right, mate?" Like,
at? Yeah.
people must think I'm nuts. Cause I say hello to absolutely everyone on the road.
Yeah, but you're quite a friendly person, isn't it?
You right, mate? Sweet.
Yeah, because you know what, this society, they're not too friendly. You know, they're not very
They're
friendly.
not.
No, they think that you're mad or something. But you see,
Yeah.
like in other places, like even Jamaica, yeah. When I went to Jamaica, everyone that sees you, they all say good morning, good evening. Like they're very
Manners.
polite.
Yeah.
Manners, yeah. They're very polite. But here in London, when you do that, people think you're mentally ill.
Yeah, I went to Jamaica when I was young, man. It was a really, really nice holiday. Met some man on it. My dad's friend Rupert was out there.
Okay.
Rupert had a pet crab.
A pet crab.
He had a pet crab. I remember we stayed at Montego on like the resort bit on the
Montego
beachfront.
Bay.
Yeah, and Rupert's come along. He's come to check my dad outside the hotel. And he's got a crab with a bit of string tied to its big claw.
What, like how you have a lead on the dog?
Yeah, my dad said, Rupert, what are you doing? He's like, it's my pet crab, man. But he probably ate that. Though, innit? He had a pet crab, man.
Did he name him? Did he have a name?
No, he didn't even have a name for him. But big up Rupert, man. Took us back to his house. Yeah, it was a nice. We left him like all our bits and pieces and that as well. And like you said, he had proper manners and stuff. Went to
Yeah,
his
they were
house. He
well
lived in
mannered.
like some sort of like shared accommodation. What like he built himself. He had like coconut trees in his garden. He made us some like cut them down.
Jamaica's beautiful.
Took us on a fishing trip. Imagine on the fishing trip, gone out in the middle of the ocean. I promise you, hand on my heart, I'm not chatting shit to you. In the middle of the ocean was an inner tube, like a truck inner tube, just floating in the middle of the sea. Rupert's reeled it in and my dad reeled it in, full up with food, with cannabis though. Well, I think cannabis, because that's the only thing I remember seeing. I've watched enough films and documentaries growing up to know that was drugs in there. But he obviously cut open, it's filled with like, it's probably like boxes of cess or something.
That's mad.
But do you know what was a good thing? Rupert was, he didn't have a lot of money. So the look on his face, my dad said, Rupert, keep that, like, sort of thing. Rupert's
Aw.
face lit up. And I just can't believe that even happened.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
That was destined for him.
Yeah, we caught 2 massive fish that day. I've got pictures as well, what I'm going to put throughout my book as well. So when you're reading, I could put a picture there so you lot can kind of visualize what's going on. But yeah, Rupert was nice after that, man.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah.
What's
crazy.
the chances of that?
That's just mental, just floating in the middle of the sea. And it's mad, we're just on this little speedboat and fish are just jumping out the water next to us and that.
That must have been beautiful.
I would have been, this was like 97, I think, because I remember Chelsea won the FA Cup that year. So I think it was like 97, I'd say.
It's like a, when I first went there and I saw it, it was like a heaven on earth.
Yeah.
You know, like the sky, the sea, the sand.
I remember just coming out the airport and the air just felt like cocoa butter. Like, just the air smelled different. Beautiful place. We just done all the tourist stuff, like went to Bob Marley's house and that.
Yeah, I went there. Yeah,
Where he grew up. I remember he had a little pot of weed next to his little shrine thing there, and his doorway was about this. It was some little doorway. I think it's his childhood house. It wasn't his. He probably had a better house than that, didn't he?
Probably.
Yeah, that is just the one he grew up in, I think, as a kid.
I know there's one that's here
It's
in
on the
London
hills.
as well, isn't it? By Notting Hill Gate.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, there's a place there by Notting Hill Gate. I think I don't know if it was owned by him, or I think it was owned by him. You know, and I think they might, if I'm correct, they might have a studio there now as well. But he's also got his sons. Yeah, his sons. They live not far from here.
Yeah.
Around the corner from here somewhere, I think.
Yeah, I think my friend Christopher Ellis, he does a lot of work with them. He's like a reggae artist. His dad was like a big reggae artist in Jamaica called Alton Ellis.
Okay.
But he works alongside them now as well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I met one of them at one of his shows years ago.
There's actually quite a lot of celebrities that live around here, you know that? Around West London, a lot. Like the Holland Park area, Portobello.
Yeah,
there's
nice area.
Quite a lot. I mean, Stella McCartney, she's got her building right on Golden Road. Madonna, I don't know if she still has that house or not, but Holland Park School used to be right around the corner from Holland Park School, because I remember me and my friends used to go and knock on her door.
Did you get an autograph?
We used to terrorise her, man.
That's horrible. Why are we going to terrorise Madonna?
We used to terrorise her. No, but not like that. We just, obviously, we was like, oh my God, we're young. And we're like, Madonna's house, do you know what I mean? So we used to go and buzz all the time. And obviously we're naughty, isn't it? So we'd go and buzz on the buzz. She'll answer the buzz and she'll be like, can you stop buzzing my... I'm not going to swear, but yeah, she's a pretty straightforward woman. She's
still going as well, isn't she? She's still singing and ain't she?
Yeah, she needs to.
She's got to let it go now, because she keeps wearing these skimpy outfits
boots,
and that.
And that's the thing. I've never understood artists like that. Like you, not in my eyes, but you as a legend. Do you know what I mean? You as an icon, Madonna. Like personally, that's not. I wouldn't really rate someone like that, especially what she used to push and promote. But still, she was an icon. You know what I mean?
But see the singers nowadays, like the Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B. Like they're no one for these young girls to be looking up to, man. What they're singing about.
No, don't get me wrong. I like Cardi B.
They're sick. Don't get me wrong. They're sick,
but as like role models, I wouldn't allow my daughter to listen. I wouldn't allow my daughter to listen.
Like my daughter
to them
doesn't sing that. If she tried to sing some song next to me, and I looked at her, just gave her the look, and she knew.
Yeah. But again, it's the agenda that they're pushing. Isn't it? This is the kind of stuff that they're pushing out there. But I don't know, that I like Cardi and Nicki. She's very, very talented. I just wish that...
Who would you go with, Nicki or Cardi?
If we go talent-wise, like writing, because obviously as a musician, artist, I have to look at it in that aspect, yeah? Because when you do musician and you're an artist, you look at different music differently than just ordinary people that listen to music, because people listen to what they like. Whereas an artist, when you listen to music, it's a whole different thing. You're listening to mixing, you're listening to mastering, you're listening to the lyrics, you're listening to the melody, you're listening to the flow.
Yeah, that's deep for me. I don't look at all of that.
Yeah, so if it comes down to talent, music, writing, flows, melodies, all of that, I'd have to go with Nicki. Because
I would have went with Nicki anyway.
Yeah, apparently Cardi I don't know. Allegedly, she don't write her own stuff, but it's Cardi's personality.
A lot of the rappers have ghostwriters though, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of them do. But you know, to be honest with you, you need ghostwriters. Even MJ had writers. You know what I mean? Because what happens is, if you continuously write for yourself, your stuff's always going to sound the same. You're always going to have that. Whereas when you get on board ghostwriters and other people, you got all different styles. So you can, for example, Beyonce. she's still current. She's still in the game, but she could never still be current in the game if she didn't have all those writers.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're giving her different sounds, different melodies, different. You know, it's so, like, for example, the best way to explain it is like this: when you have one artist, they blow, they sound good, and then after a while, they fade out. Why? Because people got used to your flow.
It's boring.
People got used to what you're talking.
Same shit.
It's the same shit, and then a new artist comes up. But then if you got these new artists that are coming up, but they're writing for you, you are these new artists, but in your, if you get what I'm trying to say, you're still you, but you're flowing how these new artists will flow. You're doing the new wave of what these new, you know, like for example, for Beyonce to stay current, it's very hard. People don't realize it's so hard to stay current.
That's why she's done that country song the other day. Well, not the other day.
Yeah, it wasn't long ago. She just dropped it. But yeah, it's hard to do that. It's hard to stay current. How many artists you've seen that? And that's why true artists, like Michael Jackson, Rihanna, they stay current. Others, they fade, they disappear because they can't keep up. They may not have the best ghostwriters, or they may not, like, even Drake, look at him, he's one of the hardest rappers, but he's got so many ghostwriters.
Yeah.
So it's not really a big thing, you know, and it's like, it's just, music is whether people take to you or they don't. Because that's just the way it is. Because there's so many hard artists that are very talented, very good, but they don't get a...
Are you still doing your music?
Yeah, I'm still doing my music. I'm currently wrapping up my album now. But it's going to be the last album. It's going to be, it's going to be like my first and my last album.
What, can I get one feature on that, or?
Yeah, of course, come on.
Would have to write like a 16 or something, or 32, is that what they call it?
16.
Is it a 16 bar?
Yeah, 16 bars.
I'm going to do the hook.
Why not? You got to shoot a video as well, though.
Oh, definitely not. I'm not involved. I used to start, see, like when my friends used to do music videos and that, I'd always be in the background or to the side. I'm probably in like 1 or 2 videos just hiding.
Yeah, you more like the ghost kind of.
Yeah, and because I was doing what I was doing, I didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, it's best to stay low key when you're involved in.
Yeah, that's what me. I can just jump in front of cameras now because I'm not active. I'm not doing nothing. I am doing the right thing. Do you know what I mean? Might be a really slow pace at the minute, but at least it's keeping me out of jail.
Yeah. No, I think what you're doing is really good, man. I definitely think like I see more the comedian side of it. Like, for example, there's a video that you did, I think your brother as well, isn't it?
Oh, when we're doing the prison skits?
Yeah,
that got mad views, you know?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's funny. It's funny because you see, like...
But you know what it is with me? All I know is prison, though. This is why, like, I've got nothing else about me. All I know is prison. So I come out and see them prison skits. When I was in prison, I wrote, this is what I'm going to do when I get out. And I done them, and they went viral. Yeah,
of course. Because you see a lot of people that come out, like... There's a lot of people that come out institutionalized, affected, yeah? Or they come out on the negative aspect of it. Like, it's very rare to find people, like, for example, like you said, your dad... He's always happy. He smiles through. Like Kevin Lane is another one of those. Even though he's been through what he's been through, he's always happy, go lucky, laughing.
That's him, yeah.
You bring that so instead of making it so serious and depressing, and you bring the funny side out of it. You know what I'm saying? That you make it.
Do you know what? I think a part of that is me being like that. Is I'm fighting something else in my head, and me being smiley and happy is kind of blocking it out a little bit, because I feel like I'm still in prison, but upstairs I've got a prison in here what I'm trying to escape as well.
Would you say that you're institutionalized a little bit?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I'm still stuck in certain ways. So now and again I call my room my cell, and sometimes I feel I've got to ask permission to go places, like,
yeah.
So yeah, little things, nothing major. I'm coming out of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I come out, I was calling my room a cell for about 2 years. Yeah, I'm just in my cell chilling. What are you up to? Like,
nah, PTSD is real, you know. PTSD is real and institutionalized.
I do actually. It's gonna sound mad. I miss prison.
Yeah, no, a lot of people do say
the communities and that we built up on the wings. We used to have some proper laughs on there and that, you know. And there'd be some like days where I'd be sitting outside with my cell with like my pal Deadly. Actually, we'd be sitting like, this is fucking long, isn't it, bruv? But we'd laugh about it. We used to have a lot of jokes and that in there, but it is nice to be free, and it's very hard to get into a routine when you are released from prison after a long time. Yeah, you got to adjust to everything as well. Yeah, where I'm so back because of falls from everywhere, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because there's so much I want to do, and I just feel like I need a little help, need a little guidance.
Yeah. Especially where everything's moving so fast as well. You see, like when you did the long bird, and you came out, was that before social media? Before what was that like coming out to all of that? Like everything fast, moving so fast pace, and Instagram, Twitter, and Snap. And
yeah, well, I had a smartphone the majority of my time throughout my sentence, so I was always on Instagram anyway.
Okay.
So I was keeping up with everything on Instagram. I don't do Snapchat. I've got one, but I don't do Snapchat. So I was always keeping up on Instagram. Twitter, I don't really use that whatsoever. But I was finding when I was in jail and I'm putting pictures of me up on my Instagram, like looking hench and stuff, that was me craving attention. That was me like saying, someone messaged me and asked if I'm all right. Lew, what's happening, mate? Someone check up on me. It was just me trying to get attention from everyone. And I realise that now when I'm in there doing silly little things. It's me just trying to get through my sentence, because I noticed I don't do that sort of stuff no more.
But you know what? That might have been you doing that because of that. But that might have also been it might have also been like you starting that.
Because sometimes
journey.
I don't even know if I'm being myself.
No, but you see you doing that, you was getting quite a lot of like views and
I was
likes
getting
and stuff
sick
like that.
views, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that could have been the start of your journey that you're.
Do you know when I was doing it? When I was doing the little prison skits, it was all going well. And I said to my little pal I was doing it with, listen, we can make this work. But he ended up getting a 10-year sentence not so long ago after it. And when I try and talk to my other little mates, listen, let's come and do this. Because I was doing it all on my phone. I didn't have no cameras or nothing. Everything you see on my Instagram is all done by my iPhone 11 Pro. And now the battery's dying out on it. It's not so good anymore, so I can't really use it. But my little pal's out soon, so we are gonna crack back on with these sort of things. But I want to turn it into a little YouTube series and that. But I want it done a lot better, because I know I've got all the ideas here. They're all written down. I just need someone else next to me to be like, Lew, this is how we're gonna approach this, how we're gonna attack this. Like I said, I just need a little bit of guidance.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about going maybe to college and doing like a little course?
I'll be honest, I'm definitely not going to college.
No?
Nope, I'm definitely not going to college.
Okay.
It's not for me.
Okay.
I just can't bloody learn, man.
No, but I was thinking more, not like the academic side of things, more like the recording and editing and, you know, like the media.
Because I do it all on my phone on CapCut.
Yeah, see? And you're doing quite a good job, because it looks all good. So if you used to do like a little 3 months course, you'll probably I'm
gonna treat myself to a little camera. Like if this was years ago, because they like cost like 1,200 quid or 800 quid for a decent one. Like I'd have probably nicked one years ago. Like me paying 1,200 quid for a camera.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be worth it in the long run. Get a nice camera, some nice lighting. Cause I still got some funny little skits and that I want to do as well.
Yeah, I think you're on that.
Because I've got a YouTube channel. I've actually got one, but I just put anything on there at the minute. Like there's just some funny little videos, some workout videos. I was doing my own little podcast. Then I started thinking, do I even want to do this? Like, I don't even want to talk to anyone most days. But yeah, I'm doing a bloody podcast. Because we didn't have no microphones or nothing. I just had my phone set up here in a little stand and it was facing me and my pal and be like, you ready? But I've got loads of people who would happily come and take part in my podcast. But I can't bring someone like Blade Brown or K-Trap. Yeah, we're doing a podcast and then put my iPhone 11 there and be like, yeah, so what's going on? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do them dirty. But they'd all happily come and do one with me and do a little workout and that with me. But I need it to look more official, you know? It will happen. It will happen.
Yeah, and you know what? Nothing comes before its time, and I feel like I don't know. It's like it's happening for you, even though it might be slowly, gradually, but it's going there. Like
it is.
You're going on. You're doing the right things. You know, you got like a nice little following. You know, you get views, you get likes. People like you. You're like a people's person.
Yeah, kind of helps. Just being yourself, I think, you know.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're
Whereas
real.
before, I was always kind of known as this hard sort of person, so I've constantly have to have that straight face. Whereas now, I can laugh when people can take the piss out of me now, and I can laugh with them instead of. I would never used to be able to take a joke. I was so bad at taking jokes back in the day. I'd punch you in your face.
Yeah, now you got banter, man.
Whereas now we can run jokes on each other and cuss each other.
I was watching you on the RTM podcast and he was like, "What did you do, gym?"
Spray.
He was like, "Yeah,
shout
I
out
did
Spray,
gym,
man. He kills me. I wanted to do that podcast because I wanted people to see the different side of me, because I've done the, like, James English podcast and Lad Bible, and I feel I'm a different person on each podcast, but that's only because I'm good at adapting to people now.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was just that one person with an angry face. I feel I can be myself now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that.
Yeah.
And that's like, not everyone has that, you know. Not everyone's versatile like that. Not everyone can get along with everyone.
Yeah, I'm very good at that now.
Yeah. I see that in your podcast. You can literally go to any podcast and just you're cool. But yeah, that was a good podcast though.
He killed me.
Yeah,
that's like 3 hours long or something. How long? This one's been about 2 hours now.
Yeah, you know, like with podcasts, you beat that time for, like, you know, when you're having a proper good conversation.
Yeah.
Time flies. You don't. When I did one with Tommy Robinson, I thought it was only going to be like about an hour and a half, 2 hours maximum.
How long was it?
We ended up talking for like almost 4 hours.
Wow.
Even Justo, I think it was 3 hours and 40 minutes. Monster Marv.
I've seen a lot of Justo on the socials. Is he doing his own podcast?
Yeah, he's doing his own podcast, him and Rix.
Yeah, I've seen some of them on there. I might go and jump on Justo.
They're
I might
actually
shout him.
really...
I don't know him personally, but I might shout him.
No, he's proper cool. Justo's proper
Yeah,
proper
he seems
cool.
a good laugh, actually.
Yeah, he's proper cool, man. They're doing so well as well. That duo, him and Rix, that is a dynamic duo. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a shout. Give him a shout. Go and see them.
Yeah, he's doing really well, man. And he's a proper cool person as well. Proper cool person.
Has he done like a long jail time on that as well?
No, he actually hasn't, you know. He's been to jail a few times, but he hasn't. But he's got like...
He's been through a lot though.
He's got
some stories, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got some stories, man. He's been through a lot. He does music and that as well. He raps and that. But he's just a cool guy. Like, he's proper cool. He's a really cool guy, man. Yeah, you should go on his podcast.
Yeah, no, I'll give him a shout.
Yeah, you should go on his podcast. I was gonna ask you, during your prison sentence, the 70 or any of them actually, what was like the most craziest thing you'd ever seen? Like,
oh, some man died in front of me, man. Alright, it was called Stray Dog as well. I shouldn't laugh, but R.I.P. Stray Dog, man.
Oh, was that his nickname?
He was a smoker.
Okay.
And it wasn't the actual spice that killed him, but he was smoking spice on the way to the servery, coming down the stairs, and he's fallen over, banged his head, and he's just knocked out, and he never woke up again, man. And the sad thing was, like, about a week later, his family come on a wing. Like, they locked us all behind the doors. His family come on a wing to see, like, where he died and stuff, walking around, and just to see their faces. It's sad. Dying in prison ain't the one, is it?
No.
Well, it's not the one anyway, is it? But someone else died in Coldenley. They got stabbed when I was there. Yeah, that's probably the saddest thing I see in jail. And another fella, little Charlie, I remember he was really happy. He's a smoker as well, heroin addict. He was really excited about going home. I was patting him up. I gave him some nice, because he didn't have much clothes. So I gave him a nice fresh tracksuit and some trainers to go home in.
Oh, that's nice of you.
And then a week later, I heard that he overdosed.
While he was still in prison?
No, when he got released, I gave him his tracksuit and that to go home in. And he lasted a week and apparently died of an overdose. And we used to have a proper laugh with him on the wing. I know it's bad, but there was a video that went viral with him in a crate, and we pushed him down the stairs. It looked quite fun, to be honest, but I wasn't getting in the crate. But he's obviously one of the boys gave him a bit of spice or something to go down the stairs.
What is it like? Why do they take spice?
It's their way of getting through their sentence. They think it's making their day go a lot quicker.
But even though they know,
you forget you're in prison. I've never done it, but you must forget you're in prison or something. I had a cellmate who was on it, and I woke up with I was waking up with really bad headaches because I used to go to sleep at 9 o'clock when I was in prison every night and get up really early. But I used to wake up with these crazy headaches, thinking, why am I waking up like this? And then one lunchtime, I've got back from work, and my cellmate's on the top bunk here. He's sleeping, but he's fallen asleep with a chicken patty in his mouth. Imagine he could have choked on that. So I've come in and I slapped him, yeah? I said, what are you doing? And he's like, who put that there? I said, bruv, you fell asleep with a chicken patty in your mouth, you stupid idiot. And I had obviously told him to come out the cell. And then from that, I just stayed single cell after that.
But I mean, like, obviously they're aware of the dangers of spice. Like, is it that bad?
It's that bad. Like, you will look and people are just... What I don't like is people are recording them now. Not realising. They're forgetting these people you're recording are people's dads, uncles. Yeah,
I've seen some footage like that.
And it breaks my heart to see them like that, all monged out like, I used to laugh with them. Don't get me wrong. I used to look and think, fucking hell, and have a laugh. And then I look and think that's someone's dad or
Yeah, that's deep, man.
son.
Because if I saw footage like that of my brother or someone like that spiced up, and I see them like they spice them up and then they beat them up.
There was one, I see, it was on Channel 4, I think. And they
That's the
thought
one
it
I
was
think I saw.
dogs.
Yeah.
They was actually like shaking each other
that's
down.
crazy.
Like, at first I thought, oh shit, it's funny. And then I thought, that's not even funny, man.
I remember there
Why
was.
would you? They had leads on them made out of like t-shirts and that. Like, there's proper dogs.
See, if I saw there was one I watched. I don't know if it was that one, but I was deeply like, I was disturbed by that. I was thinking if that was my brother or my sister or like a close family member or someone that I loved, then I saw that footage. Yeah, I'm waiting for man to come
Like,
out on the road, and it's gonna just be that. That's how are you giving man spice and beating them?
Yeah, no,
like,
I never
camera.
witnessed it in front of me. I wouldn't have let something like that happen in front of me. I only
that's
seen
violation,
footage of
man.
it, you know. 'Cause I didn't like none of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't like things like that, bullying and all
They're
that.
the sort of people I used to talk to on the wing because they're quite interesting people, and I'd be like, what you do outside and stuff, and why did you get involved with things like that? I had time for everyone in jail, but a lot of the time I'd keep myself to myself. I'd either be in my cell or be on the prison yard doing my workouts. But I'd never look down on people, even like people, the smokers and out the wing. I'd always say hello to absolutely everyone.
Yeah, man. It's deep. People get violated in jail, man. They do. They get violated. You gotta be like strong, because if you're weak, you get preyed upon
Very quickly, yeah. Like, I had prison pretty easy. I knew a lot of people in jail. Any jail I go to in the UK, I will know some people, and I just find it so easy to get on with people.
Yeah.
You know, my time was quite easy setting out. Just I miss my daughter. That's the only heartbreaking thing, was missing my daughter. Just knowing she's out there celebrating her birthday without me, needing her dad. And now she's like 13 years old in a couple months. And she's got a crazy attitude now, man. She's got that teenage attitude now. Like, I would text her, I'd be like, Hallie, what you up to? Nothing. I just get one word answers back in that now.
Oh.
Hallie, I'm coming down to see you today. No, Dad, I'm playing out with my friends today. All right, then. I keep thinking she's a little girl and I can just...
Yeah, but she
wants to play out with her mates now, don't she?
I think I see a video of you guys out shopping and you let her pick your outfit, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I let her pick. We went...
she actually picked quite a nice outfit.
We went Battersea Power Station. Took her out shopping or whatever. I was like, right, how? You get to pick me out an outfit to wear for the day. And she's just laughing her head off.
Yeah, she actually picked a nice colourful outfit.
Proper colourful.
Yeah,
Too colourful for me, though.
I liked it. I like that.
But I just done it. Them little things there. If it's going to put a smile on her face for a few hours, I'm going to do it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. You and your brother, you lot are like very close, isn't it?
Yeah, we was a lot closer growing up, but where I live out of London and that now, we don't really see each other that much. I ain't seen him for a good few months, but we still talk on WhatsApp and stuff. But we all got our families. He's got 5 little boys. I've got, well, my little girl, and waiting for another little girl to come. So we're just doing family life now.
Oh.
But I'm with my dad quite a lot. I still see Dad once a week.
What was that like for you? Like seeing your brother shot?
It's just mad because there was times where I was questioning, did it even happen? I thought, I'm making this all up in my head. This didn't even happen. And there's been a few times I've had to go on Google and type in da-da-da-da-da-da. I thought, oh my God, it actually did happen. Because I never really got help for it. Like, I watched him being shot 5 times. Watched my other pal got hit 5 times at the same time. And I've never really got help for it. I've never actually sat down and spoke to anyone about how I felt about it. I spoke to my brother about it not so long ago. Do you know what I mean? Both aired out how we felt. He's still laughing about it. He's
funny.
Because he's been stabbed 5 times, shot 5 times, and he's still breathing and fucking... He laughs at it. Like, it's not funny, Toe. Like...
But do you reckon that's his way of dealing with it, though?
I don't even know. Like... He's a bit of a psychopath, to be honest.
Would you ever sit down and have therapy though? Would you?
I've tried, but I've realised I was having counselling once a week, and I'm talking to this lady on the phone, and it started to get jarring. Oh, so how does that make you feel then? I'm thinking, how the fuck do you think it makes me feel? Like, I would just scream down the phone. But this time she's just trying to be nice and I would say something and just be like, and so how's that make you feel then? Like, it was the same. It's getting very repetitive and it was really getting me angry. And I cut it short to, I had 6 sessions with her. I was like, listen, it's not really helping. It's giving me anger problems right now. So I'm going to stop this. So I done that with that lady, bless her. She's trying to help. And then I done another thing is it CBD or CBT? Another counselling sort of thing. And I just found them more triggering and fucking making me really angry.
It's like you're reliving everything again.
I'm reliving it again, and I'm thinking, what do you think it makes me feel? Like, it's just very repetitive and going round in circles. But I'm healing. I'm still dealing with it. I don't like motorbikes. I don't like loud noises. I don't like keys in doors. But I'm definitely getting on top of it.
The keys and doors, that's from prison, right?
Yeah, man. I think they're coming to do a cell spin and that.
Yeah.
Cell searches, because like sometimes the tornado squad are coming at like 5 a.m. They do every cell like top to bottom. Yeah, I'm slowly getting out of all of it.
Can you remember the first day that you came out after you were 8.5?
After 8.5, yeah, I went straight to my estate or probation. Then I went to my hostel I was staying at in Streatham. Straight to my daughter. I'll let you know what happened. The missus come and picked me up from DCAT. Quick stop off at a hotel. Then I went to probation, to my hostel to pick my daughter up.
Okay.
Yeah, because the missus stayed in the hotel the night before, so it's nearer to the prison for when I was released. So went there, sorted myself out, and then went down to see my daughter. And I remember I just looking at her, I was like, oh God, there's Hallie, my little baby, man.
That must have been the best feeling in the world.
It's just so hard because I've been away for so long, and all I want is a hug from her and
smell her.
And smell her. Like, I'm not really getting it because she's not really that sort of girl, like a touchy, feely sort of girl. She don't want to be cuddled by her dad or her mum. She doesn't even let her mum cuddle her, and I still look at her as this 2-year-old girl that I left. I remember the first night that she stayed with me. James English gave me his apartment for the weekend, actually, saying that.
Oh, that's nice.
So Hallie come and stayed with me for at his apartment, and I remember she fell asleep, but I kept going and checking in on her every like couple hours, like she's still this 2-year-old girl. And I look at her sleeping, and I shut the door, and then I couldn't sleep all night because I was just thinking she's a little baby, making sure she's okay.
Yeah.
But when probation gave me a shared accommodation, so I live with like 5 other men at the minute and some mad woman, but I'm not allowed people stay over. So this is why I'm having little arguments with my daughter's mum. She's like, you don't have your daughter overnight? I'm like, I can't. I live with 5 other men. I'm not going to have my daughter staying at this house with 5 other men.
So you're no longer with Hallie's mum?
No, I've not been with her. She left me in like the first year of me being in jail.
Okay.
She dropped me out. She didn't want to know.
Okay.
But it's a good thing anyway. She used to be really horrible to me. So.
Okay. So you got a new missus now?
I've got a new missus now, yeah.
That you're having a baby with now.
Oh. So I've got a new partner now, a really like kind, caring person. So.
Oh, that's nice. Did you meet her while you were still in prison?
I met her when I was in DCAT.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Okay.
I remember because I used to like mixed race and black girls.
Okay.
Like growing up, I'd never like really go for like a white girl.
Okay.
So when I'm on Instagram now and something's happened, I think I made a bowl of porridge, yeah, peanut butter, banana, some honey drizzled in it. I'm eating it, and this stinking fly landed on top of my porridge. But I'm with my phone recording my porridge, and this fly has landed right in my porridge while I'm recording. She just sent me some laughing faces, and I wasn't following her at the time. And I thought, let me see who this is. And I've clicked on her page. I was thinking, she's pretty, man.
Oh.
And I sent her a voice note straight away. I was like, do you know what? I think you're really pretty. And we got talking, and been with her 3 years this year.
Wow.
Because I've not really been one. When I was growing up, I wasn't really one to sleep about with everyone. Like,
okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I've not really. But the only problem is the girls I did sleep with all know each other. Like I remember I was in a club in Clapham, White House, and the 4 or 5 girls that I've been with was all in the same thing. But I'm cool with all of them. Like, I've only slept with them like once or something. And my daughter's mum got angry, said, you fucking fucked her or whatever, and all of that, having mad arguments. But to me, it was nothing, innit? Like, I can be cool with these people. I don't even fancy them like that.
Yeah.
that was the only problem. They all know each other.
Okay.
But yeah, I wasn't really one to sleep about. I just didn't know where everyone's been. I don't know if you've been in the bath, had a shower or not. Like, I've never had a one night stand.
Okay,
I've never
that's a
gone
good
out
thing.
and took a girl home. I was just thinking, oh man, imagine if she smells or something, man. Like,
What are these girls that you have had like little things with? Are they like start off as your friends that you know?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Yeah, but that's good. That means you're.
I was really shy. I was really shy growing up, and I would never know if a girl fancied me. Like, if I was out and about and in a club and a girl's looking at me, I was thinking, bro, what the fuck's wrong with me? Have I got something on me? Why is she looking at me? Like, but it's only now I'm thinking she must have like fancied me, and I just
Yeah.
didn't have the heart to go over there and say, do you know what? I think you look pretty, and can I get you a drink? And instead I'd be like, what you fucking looking at? Like,
So was it easier for you to?
they had to put it on me. So any
Okay.
girl that I've ever been with, I stuck it on me.
Apart from the misses that you were
Apart
doing?
from the missus now, like she obviously sent me a laughing face, but she just probably wanted a reaction from me to get talking to her, which I did.
Do you think you found it easier to do that because it was through Instagram and not physical?
Yeah, maybe because I don't think I would have approached anyone outside, so it did make it a little bit easier for me.
Oh, well, I wish you lot like the best.
Yeah, well,
And
my little.
congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Oh. Do you want? Because obviously you said it's a girl.
I'm having another little girl.
Did you want a boy?
I wouldn't have minded a boy. I did want a boy. I'd be lying if I didn't say
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I've got another little girl, and she's gonna have to be a footballer, innit? Because I wanted my little boy to be a footballer. Now she's got to be a footballer now instead.
Oh, what about you could try again? Maybe you get a boy.
To be honest, I didn't want no more kids. I was happy because I missed out on so much with Hallie. I didn't want no more kids, but these things happen when you don't use protection, and
And it
I
happened.
thought, you know what, let's just go with it.
Yeah, but like maybe now you got like a second chance to.
This is what I mean. It's a sticky one because I've got the second chance to do it all over again and properly and be there every day. And
But then you're gonna feel bad.
I've got
'cause
to
you
feel
wasn't-
bad because Hallie doesn't live with me. My
Yeah.
daughter doesn't live with me, so I
It's
feel
mad
really
one.
bad sometimes. Feel like I don't even live down there. I should be doing this stuff with Hallie because my missus has got a little boy of her own, and sometimes we do like a lot of things together. And I always invite my daughter, like, Hallie, do you wanna come? We're gonna go Legoland today, or and she'll be like, no, it's all right, Dad. I don't want to go. And I feel so bad sometimes. And there's certain times where my missus will go out and be like, no, I'm gonna stay in today because I feel bad because my daughter's missing out,
Oh,
and I don't want her to feel jealous. So
yeah, I get that.
yeah, no, it's really sad. But sometimes
Yeah.
my daughter will be like, Dad, just go. It's all right.
Yeah, because
Like,
she might see that and be like, I didn't get that.
yeah, like that's why I always make sure I always try and involve her. I'll be like, Hallie, do you wanna come and stay at my house today? If I stay at my missus' house, be like,
Yeah.
Hallie, do you wanna come and stay with us for the weekend? And she doesn't want to, and I can't force her
Yeah,
to.
because she's a teenager.
But this
now,
is where the
that's it.
arguments are coming from. Like, I might need some advice if there's any women watching this, because this is where the arguments come from with her mum. Be like, you need to have your daughter for the weekend, and I can't. I'm not driving at the minute. I can't physically drag my daughter on a train or on a bus to go to my house.
Mm.
Like, it's not gonna happen. I can't force it. She's a teenager. She wants to be out of her friends. I understand her mum needs a break. And her mum needs to understand I'm on probation. I live in a shared accommodation with 5 men. I'm not gonna have my teenage girl around 5
Yeah,
men
no,
who
definitely
I
not.
don't even talk to in my
No, I
apartment.
totally agree with you.
And
I
they're all
think,
junkies.
no, I totally agree with you. I think you're absolutely right.
So like, I fully needs a break. I understand that, but she stresses it to me too much, and I've had to block her.
I think that the most important thing, that the only thing that you need to be doing, the most important thing you need to be doing, is just letting Hallie know that she has access to her dad whenever she needs him.
100% all the time.
Which she does. Clearly, you can see that, and that basically you're there for her. So she has that option. She knows she can come. She's more than welcome. That's all she needs.
So I can't
She
physically
just needs
force her to
know
come and
that.
stay
No,
with me,
of course
can
she
I?
can't. No, and she's not at that age. She's 13 now.
She wants to play with her pals.
Yeah, she ain't gonna want to be in the house.
And I'm
'Cause
not
you're
being
a man.
funny.
Even
I
though you're her
provide.
dad,
I
you're her
provide.
dad.
Like,
You're a man. Even though you're her dad, you're still a man.
Mm.
She's going through growing, transforming into a young lady now. She's not gonna. This is her time now. She wants to be with her friends. She's a teenager. You know, when you're at that age and you think you're
I always
a big
give her
woman
little
and-
messages. I say, like, Hallie, you know where I am if you need me. If you need me to come down for the day, I will come down for the day. If you want to come and stay with me, the door's forever open.
That's it. That's what she
It's
needs to know.
forever open. Like, school uniform, I provide. Your school money every week, I provide. It's not like I'm one of them dads that I don't give her no money. I don't give her mum no money, but I make sure my daughter's got her school money every week.
Yeah, her mum's not your responsibility.
Like birthdays, Christmases, you do not go without. I
Yeah.
get you absolutely everything and more.
Your sole responsibility is your daughter. That is it.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure your daughter that your daughter knows that you love her, and that your daughter knows that you're there for her.
Little things. I'm
That's
getting her a bedroom decorated for her mum's house. Like I'm not going to do it myself, but I'm gonna get one of my pals to go and decorate a room. That's my job. I don't mind doing that. That's absolutely fine. I'm not getting your house decorated. I will get my daughter's room decorated though.
Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have that kind of relationship with
I
her.
don't. She's not a nice person.
There you go. So your sole responsibility is your daughter. That is it. So I agree with, and obviously if you've got 5 men in the house, you don't
5
want your
men
daughter,
and
you
some
don't want your
mad
daughter in
woman.
there.
She's been sectioned now. She kept knocking on my door like mad random times, like trying to poke her head in my room. Like, oh, what you like? I want to see how big your room is and all that. I'm like, yeah, get out of here. Like, she probably wanted some or something. I
She's
don't even
feeding
know.
you.
I think she was feeling me, man. But she snitched on me
She's
as
trying
well.
to get in your room, boy.
Oh, she was looking dusty though, man. She even someone put a complaint about cannabis being smoked. I don't smoke,
Okay.
but I caught her snitching saying it was me.
Yeah, because you know you're not on her. It's not.
Yeah,
feeding her.
the council already come because they got the council who own my property. They got access to my room.
Okay.
They've got their own keys, so they can let themselves in my room and see if I'm living there and sort
What
of
is
things.
it, like a probation? place or
Yeah,
something?
so I've got to sign some
Okay.
register thing to say that I'm living there, like that I've stayed here this and that and stuff.
So they can keep the eye on you. And
But
all.
now my probation have allowed it where I can actually have overnight stays at my girlfriend's house and stuff.
Okay.
Whereas before I couldn't.
Okay.
I had to stay there. So it's still like being in jail. They knew where I was.
Yeah, she's feeling away. You
Definitely.
didn't want to let her in your room.
No, man, she was looking dusty that day as well, man.
She
looked
heard you down at 8
she
and
looked
a half. She
she's
thought,
looking
yeah,
like
I
a
got a
proper
chance.
creature. Proper creature, yeah. She's been sectioned, and my other neighbour next to me, oh, he's been sectioned as well. Do you know what he would do at least twice a week? Yeah, he had some big some army boots up to here. He would get completely naked, yeah, and run down the high street and run back. And he will knock on my door. Like I remember, he knocked on my door because he was having arguments with the person who lives underneath him. My other guy in the house. He knocked on my door completely naked in his boots. It's like, listen, if you ever need any help and he's giving you aggro down there, you make sure you come and tell me. I'm like, you know, you can't help but look. Someone's like there. I'm like, move, man. Like, go back to your cell. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah, because you see in them buildings where they put you, you get some mad characters
Mad people,
in there.
yeah. And
they
bless
come
him, he
from-
got sectioned as well. So like, I didn't cuss him. I was like, I did tell him, mate, you're naked and you're at my door, innit? I'm not feeling that or whatever. But he got sectioned. He's gone. So I've got some new ladies moved in now. I've not met her yet, but I can hear her talking on her phone of the evening. Bunch of nutters in there.
It's like a madhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to get out there.
so mad. But it's an alright little place. I've got my own little shower and toilet. Got my own washing machine. The only thing we really share is like the kitchen area.
But I think they'll house you from there, though, right?
Yeah, I've been in there for like 2 years now.
Yeah, so you should be getting housed soon.
I'll get a little 1-bedroom flat somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I've got a roof over my head. I can't complain. I'm out. I've got a roof over my head. I've got money in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'm
and
alright,
you can
man.
look at these people and think, you know what? It could be worse, you know what I mean? At least I'm
I
still
could be in a worse
stable.
position. I'm doing
Yeah.
alright.
I'm mentally stable, you know what I mean? I've got my health.
I'm half mentally stable because I do have my wobbly days when I feel
Yeah.
like I'm being followed. Like, because I used to get followed so much by police. And they used to put like trackers under my car, and sometimes I come out my house thinking, oh, why is the police here for? Like, it might just be a normal person, but I feel like they putting a track under the car, or are they following me? Because I used to keep up with so much stuff, you just never know.
Yeah, you just never know.
But the good thing is, I'm not doing nothing, so they can follow me all they want. They're just wasting petrol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't lie, throat's dry. Did I just say that time?
Yeah.
That's like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours. But it's just when you're having like a nice conversation, isn't it? Time
Sometimes you forget, you even forget like the camera's there sometimes, don't
yeah,
you?
you know what? I do forget the camera's there. I just get into the conversation and I forget, like, and then when I watch it back, I'm like, oh, that was actually quite a good conversation.
Do you watch all of your podcasts back?
Yeah, I watch all of my podcasts.
No.
Back. Yeah.
So I've done a few on my YouTube channel, but my thing's called GymBars.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like short interviews though, like 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And then like you take part in my 15-minute workout, which will be like a circuit.
Okay.
But the only thing is you get to nominate the next person. So I was doing that when I first come out.
That's quite a good idea.
Yeah. So I need to get back on it because it is a good idea and I know I can make it work. I've got all the right people who will come and take part. I've got the gym. I just need to get a proper little setup. I need to get like this. Who wants to sponsor me a camera or something, man?
You should get back on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to, but I don't remember. I've not really got money to be paying like 1,200 quid for a little podcast setup at the minute, you know?
No, what you do, just find like a nice little setup that you can pay like by the hourly rate, and then just do like just one interview, even if it's just one interview every 2 weeks.
Yeah, cause I've got the gym. I've got a nice little gym. You can come and take part in it as well. I can talk to you about how you got into your music, but you got to do my workout after.
I'll do it. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's a good thing you're doing.
Yes, I need to get back on it because I know I can make it work. So I've got that, and the other thing I've got is the Ex-Con Chronicles. I've got two of my other friends who was also on that Banged Up program with me.
Okay.
It's just the three of us on a panel, and we was gonna start getting guests and that on there, but it's gonna be a bit quiet because one of them lives in Bristol, my other pal lives in Essex, and obviously I live where I live. So it's hard for us to come together and be consistent with it. Whereas the gym bars, I can do it by myself.
Yeah. That's what I like about podcasts. That's why I chose to do podcasts, because you don't have to rely on anyone. I don't have to rely on nothing. The only people I have to rely on is the people I'm going to interview. That's about it.
So me, I'm very reliable. I was here early. I'm everywhere early.
Yeah, you're very punctual.
Always.
Yeah. But when you do things with other people, that's when it becomes a problem, because they might not be as punctual as you are, or as passionate as you are, or want it as much as you do. So then if they don't turn up, that messes with you. You can't then go ahead with it for whatever reason. But if you're doing it by yourself, no one can let you down. You've booked your place. The person who interviews agrees. They arrived.
What I need to start
doing
your
interview.
When I was doing the interviews, I wasn't really planning it. I was just turning up. I wasn't thinking, what am I going to ask him? But do you know what? I might just sit there with a clipboard with my questions, what I want to actually ask.
For Kevin, I thought I'm not going to do no questions. I'm just going to go there and just have a natural, real conversation with him and see how that goes. Because
Kevin will help you through the interview anyway, because he can talk as well,
he talks and he's got a character, personality, he's bubbly, and he's got so much to say. So when I did it that way, I found it was actually much more better. It was natural. It was just a natural conversation, and it was really nice. It flowed nice. Everything went. So then from then, that's what I started doing. Yeah. So now I don't plan questions. I just come and I have a natural conversation, and then it works. For me, it works out better than having set questions, because sometimes you can ask a question, then what that person responds, you want to go more into that, and you want to ask more about that. So I just think conversation will go from one subject to another, and it just flows nicely. Especially when it's so natural, you know, like obviously when you have ulterior motives or an agenda, you need your questions. But I don't have any of that. I just have good intentions and just want to have a natural conversation, and then whatever happens. And I think that's the most genuine, realist way to do it.
I might just get one of them guitars out. Can you play the guitar?
You know what? My dad plays the guitar. He's really, really good at it. And I started trying to learn how to play it, but it's very difficult. You know, your fingertips start bleeding and that. You need discipline for that. Yeah. You need patience and a lot of discipline for that. So now I'm trying to learn how to play the piano.
Sick.
Yeah.
Now I want to get back into podcasting. Like I said, I've got the little GymBars thing, and also bring out some merch and stuff like that. I need to kick up the arse. That's what I need, some motivation, and Lew, just fucking go and get it done, mate. I need my dad next to me saying, Lew, just fucking go and do it.
Yeah, I think you should definitely do it. I think it'll be really good. You'd be really good at it, honestly.
I think these microphones are going to pick up my belly grumbling.
That happens sometimes, doesn't it? It does happen.
It's because I'm hungry. I've not eaten today. I was trying to fast today because yesterday, I thought yesterday I had a good day of eating. Then it got to about 9 o'clock. I was walking home. I walked past, I think it is Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah, and you got a pizza, innit?
I ended up buying a pizza, and I was like, I've had such a good day, and now I've just bought a pizza. I was so angry with myself. I was on my bed, eating it, proper enjoying it.
Well, it's a one-off, though. Normally, you're quite healthy,
The thing is, it's not really a one-off. It's becoming every day at the minute, man.
Oh, yeah,
I almost had a good day yesterday, almost.
Yeah, you don't want to fall into that, because it's so easy to fall back into that.
Yeah, so I need to get back on just plain and simple food, tuna and pasta, and
Keep it simple.
keep it simple. Salads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get. Yeah.
But so we're coming towards the end of the podcast now. So what I like to do is, obviously, like, the day and age that we're living in now at the moment, like, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Is there any, like, positive message or advice that you'd like to give to the younger generation in relation to, like,
to all my little brothers that are watching this right now, like, listen, I love all of you lot, man. What you like guys need to realize is, when you might think it's all fun at the time, but when you're looking at a 30-year prison sentence, or even when you're doing a 30-year prison sentence, I've got a lot of friends doing 30s and 20s, and every single one of them are all staring at the floor right now. What do you lot rather be doing? Mingling with a load of girls, or be in prison mingling with a load of men? You've got to pick one. I know I'd rather be outside mingling with a load of girls.
True.
I've got a girl, but I'm just saying. But no, listen, you guys put your ego aside. Whatever's happened in the past, you lot need to just let things go and enjoy life, and realize you got a mum and dad who love you. You got brothers and sisters who love you and care about you. They're all going to miss you, whether that be you in prison or be dead. They're all going to miss you. So realize you got a lot of people who love you.
True. Yeah, that's a good message. Yeah, definitely. And I think that when it comes from people like yourself, they're more prone to take heed, like, all that advice on. Because, you know, like, a lot of people try to give that same advice, but they can't relate to them because they're not from the roads. They've never lived that life.
I've done it, man. I've done a long sentence. I've been around a lot of people. I still go on prison visits, visiting all my friends doing life sentences. And they're not the same person what I left. You know, all of them regret their actions and stuff. And even myself, like, I used to stare at the floor in my cell like this, thinking, fucking hell, man, I'm doing a proper bit of bird here. This is long. Like, just missing everyone at home, missing my friends. And sometimes I see these little videos popping up on Instagram with all the boys in the cell, like, rapping and stuff. I'm thinking, you lot are just around a load of man. Would you rather be out here, be like surrounded by girls and enjoying family life and that?
Testosterone.
There's a lot more to life than what they think. There's a lot of opportunities also. I didn't realize how many opportunities there are out here, and what it is, you got to go and look for it yourself. Stop thinking it's just going to be handed to you like that. It's not. You got to go looking for these opportunities yourself. And you might knock on that door, it might not be open, but go and knock on these other doors. And if you have to kick down that door and get in there, there's a lot of opportunities for you guys, man, to make it happen for yourself. Stop relying on other people when you do it.
True. Yeah, true. All right, well, it's been an interesting podcast with you. I've enjoyed it.
Appreciate the invite, man.
And thank you so much for coming down and doing this interview with me. I appreciate that as well, because you took your time out and you came all the way down. So I really appreciate it. And I definitely think that you should get back into your podcast, because I think it will be really good. We want to see more of you, man. It's like,
I need to put more of my personality out there, I think.
Yeah, definitely, man, because you got a good personality, man. You're like...
It just goes every now and again, that's all. I lose my personality every now and again, it goes.
Yeah, just like, try your best to just keep consistent with it, and just be patient, and because I can see you going far with it. Honestly, I can see you going far with it.
I appreciate that, man.
Definitely. And hopefully one day we'll see you in like a film. That would be nice.
That'd be sick. I would love that.
That would be sick. Or maybe we might even be in some boxing matches.
Might be on the same bill together, on the same show together.
Imagine that would be sick.
That'd be sick. Come on, we both got to get the wins though, man. We both have to get the wins, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we can't be losing. We can't be getting knocked out.
No, seriously, I can't become a meme.
No, that's long. I don't even want to think about it.
That's long.
Yeah, no. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching our podcast. I'll be back soon again with another one. Stay safe, stay woke, stay blessed.
Yeah, big up everyone watching, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that as well.
Yeah, what's your Instagram?
So Instagram is BigLew_GymBars, and my YouTube channel is called The Ex-Con Chronicles. Okay. But you can find the link on my socials anyway.
Yeah, so
and I'll send them over to you.
Yeah, go follow him, because he's got some good content on there, and he's funny as well. And hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of him. So yeah, definitely go. Trust me, go follow him.